Hey guys! We're RiggyRob and Pimmsy, and welcome back to the Age of Calamity DLC. But this is a different mission.
Yeah, this is the Terrako mission that I thought I was upgrading, and I wasn't. I was just playing, so I should probably do this on stream instead of off stream.
Calm down. The thing's probably just stretching out its snap.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Rivali. Well, come on, you.
It's so emotionless.
Right now.
Very stoic. It's Zelda! Woo!
Imagine playing that with virtual reality. And having like everybody else.
Yep. Back off! Happy little egg.
Welcome home, Jericho.
Isn't that nice?
That's really nice. It's sweet.
So, yeah, you get an alternate credits ending for repairing Terrako. Now this has slightly less impact because we did the first DLC mission that has you play as Terrako. So, but this is this is essentially the end of the main game. So we got YG here. Is the game finally over? Also, hello.
Technically, yes.
Technically, yes. This is an alternate
It's only
credits
taken us
scene.
3 years.
It's an alternate. Well, this game didn't come out 3 years ago.
It was a joke.
Okay. So this is the alternate credit scene that happens after you finish the main story missions of Age of Calamity. It's not part of the DLC, Wave 1 or Wave 2. But yeah, so the idea is that you complete a few more missions to get Terrako components, and you will unlock Terrako as a playable character to do more missions with that are not, you know, Terrako missions, story missions, whatever.
Hello, Wedgie, by the way.
Nice to see you both. Hope all is well and the little bean is good as well.
Bean is not good. Bean is naughty.
He is throwing temper tantrums now. He does not want to go to sleep.
It's the only time he really throws. Nah, no, that's not true. If you take him away from a toy that he likes.
Oh yeah. He's very adamant on having playtime.
And it's not, you know, it's a temper tantrum and not a normal cry because it's got a scream in it.
Yeah. He's very unhappy.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, he's still fairly well behaved otherwise.
Still gummy, no teeth.
No teeth yet, but they're coming out soon.
But he clapped for the first time
He
today.
clapped for the first time today, yes.
Let me
was
rephrase
a
that.
nice moment.
He clapped independently. Like,
Yeah. He did his own hands together to do the motion to do clap, clap, clap.
Yeah, unprompted.
Yeah. Who wants to sleep anyway until you get close to 30, then sleep is everything you want? Well, you say that way, but we're almost 30. 30 next year. Oh,
yeah, I'm
mini
29 and like, what's the date today? The 3rd?
Couple of weeks? Couple of weeks on Sunday, I think? Yeah. Mini independent claps. Yeah, it took us by surprise because we were just clapping just for the fun of it, and then he started doing it as well. I was like, oh, wow.
Wait, make it sound really weird. We were just clapping for the fun of it. No, we were clapping because he kind of stood a little bit.
A little bit.
Well, I did have my hand on his head, but he kind of stood. So we clapped for him to say congratulations.
Yeah.
And he clapped himself. So it was almost like he was applauding himself for doing a good job.
Positive reinforcement.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, hey, we're all around the same age, but you two aren't single. Fuck. Well, yeah, I mean, it's been 10 years now, so we're just talking about how we're almost 30. Being like talking about 10 years is not like a, you know, shocking thing to hear.
Disgusting. Oh yeah, it's been 10 years.
It's been 10 years. It has indeed.
Maybe we should have done something.
Maybe for the 10-year anniversary, not necessarily the 10 years since we first met, but
That's a polite
it's
way of
nice.
saying since we started to romp.
Yep. Waji says, I need to find me a man. Don't worry, there'll be someone out there for you.
And if not, that's
Oh,
fine.
hey, Terrako's on the screen as well. With Link.
Single life is good too.
You need to press a button. There you go.
Single life is good too, so don't like
we have
put pressure. I did not try and find Rob. Rob just never left.
Yes. Like a stalker. Terrako, the Guardian of Time. A tiny guardian who has travelled from the future to save Zelda. It was broken in the fight against the Calamity, but has now been repaired and reactivated thanks to the efforts of Link and the others.
But to be fair, stalkers don't normally bring the other person pizza.
True. Well, maybe. It depends on the stalker, doesn't it? So we get a few Terrako missions. Gallery's been updated, because of course it has.
Should we just upgrade Terrako's stuff?
Do you want to? Because there are other missions that can maybe use the same components. I like how Terrako is pointing to the one at the top. But you do have a challenge to defeat enemies using the flail, so using the flail one is not a bad idea.
Just thinking.
Looks like the stables at the south will give you some items that you need.
I thought that was a level.
Hmm?
The cutscene. Felt like I was going to have to play
No,
a
yeah,
level.
it did look like it was going to be. But again, this is after the main game.
That's
so...
why I got confused, because I didn't think it was a level.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it suddenly was.
And Waji says he spotted a kitty because he's just run behind your head in behind the blinds.
Also naughty.
Very naughty. So, speaking of missions, there was a mission that got activated at the top right. So you may want to have a look at that.
They really
mission.
wanted me to do this.
Well, yeah, because it's it's just something they can point towards. Like there's things for Derek, there's things for Hestu, there's things for Riju
but
and
this
Rivali.
one actually makes sense.
That's Rivali, not Tabor.
Yeah, but I use Rivali as
But
well.
hold on, because vicious monsters are hard to beat, so you want to hold on to those until you're absolutely sure which ones you want to do. Because, again, like I said, I was busy doing components and stuff for Terrako, and I ended up doing some of these things as well.
Nicely done.
Wait, you went on my game?
Well, yeah, of course, otherwise it wouldn't apply. So
Did you level up anything?
I leveled up the characters that needed to be leveled up to do the missions to get Terrako components. So yeah, so that one there as well is the vicious monster thing.
I can't believe you played without me.
Well, it was
on
just
my game.
the 20 weapon capacity there, so it was already better than the other one. Yeah, it was to make things a bit more streamlined so we could get Terrako and other things. So like these challenges here might be able to be done quickly. So stasis, standard thing to do. That means doing more vicious monsters, so again, that's fine. Waji says, now give me a cookie because I spotted the kitty. We don't have any cookies, unfortunately. But you get a virtual one.
Thanks.
So yeah, you need to defeat monsters using stasis, you need to use the flail.
Defeat monsters using stasis.
Well, no, freeze monsters is what it says.
Using stasis?
Yeah.
Not cryonis?
No, because you already did that.
Okay.
So yeah, so the mission at the top right.
This one?
Well, I mean, no, you don't want to do that.
Why?
It just gives you monster extract, you don't need that for anything. So the mission just below that one. So, again, zoom in.
Which one?
Defeating Destiny.
What?
Up. This one.
Why?
It's an important one.
Is it?
Yes.
But
Can you see the main enemies list?
Okay.
Asta is in this list, so...
Why though? This isn't DLC.
No, it's the end of the main game.
Is it?
Yes.
It's not a big mission though.
No, it's a post-game mission. So...
Okay, fair enough. I didn't know that.
But yeah, so...
Did you know about that one?
Well, yeah, because the thing about using Terrako components is to unlock more missions and, I mean, I don't know whether they're expecting you to do this mission as Terrako. I doubt it. But, because it has Asta and other significant main enemies, it is worth doing.
I don't think I've unlocked Terrako as a playable character.
You just did that.
No.
The 50
I
components.
repaired him. I don't know
Yeah,
if
that unlocks him as a playable character. He's now on the playable character list. He will be weak because he's only like level, 40 or something, but yeah. So you've got 6 minutes to beat the hollow versions of the champion. Interesting, because I didn't actually think they were hollow versions of the champions. I thought they were the Blights cannons, Thunder Blight, Water Blight, Fire Blight. But I guess it's different. Waji says, if I pass out in 10 minutes, it's not my fault, I blame time.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
what time is it then?
you could also blame it on tiredness. You know, you want to get you sleep because that is very important.
Bonk.
Wow, she got stuck in place for a long time.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Okay.
But I killed her.
Right.
So...
On to the next bit. The hollows have appeared in the middle of the map, and you are on a time limit, so I don't think you can waste time
Yeah, but
fighting
these are
small
really,
ones.
really useful to...
Oh yeah. I'm not saying ignore them. I'm just saying that if it's going to take you too long to get through them, then you know.
It's pretty not long.
Although maybe the time limit will reset once you defeated the other two hollows.
I think it should, because it's that much time to defeat the hollows, and they're not very strong.
Yeah. Wedgie says it's 12:20 where they are.
You.
So a couple of hours ahead of where we are.
Hello!
I assume you're on a, well, daylight savings time, because we've been on daylight savings times for a couple of weeks now. But I don't know
I think
whether...
they need to rethink daylight savings.
Yeah.
It doesn't really apply so much before, especially now that we get a lot of our produce from abroad.
Well, that's the thing. I think there are some countries that don't actually even use daylight savings time.
Yeah, I don't know why, because honestly, the daylight savings at the moment, you don't see sun, because it's up after you leave for work, and then down before you come back. So it's like, could we not have at least one of the things where we see sunlight? I mean, it doesn't really apply so much to me since I'm a, you know, bum and don't work, but...
No, you're an artist. You're not a bum. We don't change time here. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Some
we do,
countries
and
just
it's
don't
really
do
dumb.
it.
Exquisite.
Daylight savings just gets confusing.
Yeah. The time limit did not reset, so... You need to...
Because
Oh,
I've not
there's
defeated
another
all
one.
of them.
Yeah. Defeat the hollow! Go, go, go!
It shouldn't take me long to defeat. They're really not that hard. Say that, the next one might be like ridiculous.
Well, the recommended level was 65, and you're level 90. So,
91 actually, I think.
yeah. So it makes
Quickly.
sense. But there you go.
That lake.
Yes, it is.
That did the trick.
Okay, yeah.
Just stop.
Well, there is going to be a big bad monster at the end as well.
Oh, there's
More
loads of lakes.
hollows! More links! Yeah, so with,
Oh my God, why are
with
they
daylight
so-
savings time, I'm pretty sure it's a relatively modern invention in the UK.
Do I have to kill stuff with...
You have to defeat things with fire rods, yes, but to be fair, like, I don't think you're going to be killing hollows in 2.5 minutes with fire rods. So you do just want to kind of focus
Why
on
are they not...
killing them now.
I am. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I'm not even going to heal because I think I can probably get through this without healing.
Sure.
I think. I don't see the point in daylight savings.
Defeat
I mean,
faster.
I get it when it used to be used for harvest and stuff like that. But...
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, in the internet age, daylight savings is maybe not as relevant as it used to be. You know, but yeah, well, I think there's been initiatives in Europe to propose a constant time, so you don't change time zones at all. You just have the
within
time. And
Europe,
that's it.
I can't see that
Well,
working.
for the
such a
EU,
large-
it makes more sense because obviously you've got lots of countries kind of along, the same time zone.
Kind of, but I mean, there's a big variance.
Yeah, there is. Like, if you consider Russia to be part of Europe, then yeah, there's massive variance there. But I think it's like the core of, Western Europe that they're
Forgive me,
proposing.
is Europe not in Europe? I thought it was.
Did you just say is Europe not in Europe?
Russia.
Most countries consider Russia to be part of Europe when it's convenient.
That's dumb! It should either be part of it or not. Is Russia a whole
Well-
continent or something?
Russia spans 2 continents, that's the problem. Like, it is basically from Europe to Asia, Russia covers, but That's why Russia is allowed in the Euro Championships and in Eurovision and in lots of European-specific things. Again, when it's convenient, but not necessarily in other things. So if there was a particular thing that if Russia didn't want to be a part of Europe for a particular reason, chances are they'd be like, nope, we're not in that. But yeah. Again, it's all like, you know, political overhead that I don't keep up to date with.
Didn't die.
Asta didn't die? Okay.
He withdrew.
Asta has withdrawn.
What a baby.
What a baby indeed. Da, 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 da.
Yes.
More weapons! You stopped 8 enemies.
Should have used the flail.
You should have used the flail, but to be fair, I don't know what level Link is.
I had forgotten about. No, he's quite strong. I think he's level 70 something. But I can't. Ooh.
To be fair, you could always just use rupees and level them up. Because again, I did get a few rupees. I did sell some materials, and now they're asking for some materials for abilities. But I'm like, I'd rather have the rupees to level up people if I need to.
Why did you sell my stuff without asking me?
Because I was being busy. Okay, so what's Terrako pointing towards now? Oh, he's pointing to more stables and shops, that's why. That's a good question. I assume there would only ever be in a mission, but I might be wrong about that.
Star fragments are quite good. Need 5 of them. Get discount off the shop, so I think I should. But it just depends on whether anybody actually sells them. Right, there's tons of stuff that has shiny.
Correct. So yeah, just go to all the stables and buy as much as you can.
Yeah, but could you find out where I can get star?
Will do, will do.
I always think these names sound like if you were to call a person that, they're very like posh people. Like the name Sapphire, you can imagine.
Yeah. So once you've gone through all the things and bits that you want to do, if you can do me a favor and look for challenges. So when you press L and R, you'll be able to go to chapters, challenges, quests, and so on.
Wait, what?
So when you press R now, you switch to chapters, switch to challenges again, so R again. Go to 71. Wow, interesting. You've kind of skipped some challenges somehow.
Huh?
You're supposed to be able to do a challenge tier of 71 to 80, but it doesn't appear in the list for you. That's really odd. Oh, do you have to do all of them? Alright, you might have to complete Hyrule's Greatest Warrior for them to unlock.
I think the reason I've done that is because, look, I've got to use specific characters, so I probably was just like, no.
Ah, right, I see.
Ooh, main enemies in victory.
Yeah. So I think you'll need to do these challenges to do the next thing.
Okay, well,
for
I'm gonna...
Terrako.
Oh, can I be Link? Because
Oh yeah, you can.
in this.
Oh no, you can't. Well, he's got the green arrow on him, so...
I can be Terrako.
Okay, fair enough.
But I'm not gonna be.
No.
Too weak.
So yeah, you can't play as Link
Oh
because
my god, I'm
he's an
so
enemy
sorry.
game.
I've
It's alright, it's alright.
Alright, I have Fizzy Pop,
I-
and I never have Pop.
I did not realise that you had not done all of the different challenges in the previous
I haven't played
tiers.
this in a long time.
I know, but I thought I was like, oh yeah, I'll go and do all the missions for Terrako components, and then I'll make sure that we've got some materials for the next few missions we've got as well, the challenges and DLC. But clearly there was more than I thought there was.
Oh.
Well, it'd be easy though, right? Because, you know, you're just defeating 3 enemies. You should be able to completely blow them away in terms of levels and damage. It'll be worth it, I promise you.
I know. Oh, come on.
Ah, Rivali! Stay still.
These are really strong.
I think it might be because you didn't do stasis at the time that he needed to be, you know, frozen.
I wasn't doing it because of that.
You were doing it just to keep him in place.
I was doing it because I need to freeze them loads of times
Right,
for
yeah.
the challenge. It's got nothing to do with what was actually required by the, like, it wasn't a response to anything he was doing.
What I'm saying is you might be able to do more damage if you wait until he has a specific attack that needs a rune for it, like now.
Yeah, I can't.
I'll do it?
Good.
No, I guess it's good.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about it last night when I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Are there any video game characters that are non-binary?
When you say non-binary, you mean in terms of what? Non-binary video game characters.
I was trying to think and I couldn't... Aha!
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, so... Have a look-see.
Not the actors.
Well, yeah, I guess you want to do that. I assume robots don't count.
No.
Okay, because that is a long list of them.
I know that, but like, I'm
Okay.
talking about like humanoid or, you know, characters with a personality and that are like living.
Okay, so here
How
are
many people got
9 video game characters that you didn't realize were non-binary. So the first one is Ash from Wonder Song. Upon Wonder Song's release back in 2018, one of its most popular characters, Ash, became a non-binary icon. Referred to with they-them pronouns in-game, the game's creator Greg Lobanov later confirmed via Twitter that they were meant as non-binary representation for the LGBT+ community. He also went on to discuss in an interview with DualShockers, with Ash it's not very explicit. We never included that stuff to go, hey, this person's non-binary. We wanted to make a game that was very inclusive and had all kinds of people in it, and I think definitely the game really reflects just the kind of people that I know in my life. I know lots of non-binary people, and honestly just felt really natural to include them in this world of the game, not even as a, oh well, I've got to check that mark off, it just seemed normal. That character especially, just the way they were conceived, they were just a non-binary person. It's not the most important thing in their life, it's just a fact about them. So that's Ash. Next is Alex Cyprin from Astoria Fate's Kiss. Released back in 2015, Astoria's Fate's Kiss has become a fan favorite among the Japanese gaming market. One of its characters, known as Alex Cyprin, is not just the first and only non-binary video game character in mainstream romance visual novels, but also one of the only canonically non-binary characters in the entire gaming world. Using the singular they-them pronouns, Alex Cyprin has become one of Astoria Fate's Kiss's most beloved and adored characters to date. So that was Alex. Next is Bloodhound from Apex Legends.
Again, I've not played that game either.
In the popular first-person shooter battle royale game Apex Legends, original legend and technological tracker Bloodhound is referred to as non-binary and uses singular they-them pronouns. For some time, users around the globe speculated on Bloodhound's gender, especially considering the way that the story played out in the stories for the Outland series that follows each legend in the game, revealing the background story that led them to be characters. The game's developers, Respawn, later confirmed via Twitter that Bloodhound is indeed non-binary. Bolt, Crypt of the Necrodancer. Crypt of the Necrodancer is a fearless roguelike game that involves the player controlling one of a selection of characters to explore several levels of an underground dungeon that are procedurally generated. Their standout character, Bolt, is genderqueer, and according to Ted Martins, the artist behind the video game, Bolt does not identify as fully as either male or female, which he stated on Twitter.
I don't know what genderqueer is. Would you be able to enlighten me, please? Because I don't know that one.
Well,
I've never heard of that term.
I'll get the specific definition up.
I've heard of gender fluid.
Yeah, so non-binary or genderqueer is an umbrella term for gender identities that are neither male nor female, identities that are outside the gender binary.
So it's basically the same as non-binary.
Yeah.
Okay, right, that makes more sense then. Because I've never heard it before, and I'm trying to like figure out what it means.
Non-binary identities fall under the transgender umbrella, since non-binary people typically identify with a gender that is different from their assigned sex, though some non-binary individuals do not consider themselves transgender. Next on the list is Primordial Chaos from Hades. Hades, the roguelike action role-playing game, has been winning fans over since 2018. Its in-game character Primordial Chaos is referred to with they-them pronouns. This was confirmed when the official Chaos update from the Supergiant Games Twitter revealed that Primordial Chaos should be referred to with the correct pronouns. Next is Fang from Goodbye Volcano High. Goodbye Volcano High is the upcoming cinematic narrative game about the end of an era and the beginning of a love story releasing sometime this year. I don't know what year that was supposed to be. 2021? PS4, PS5 and PC. Set in a world of anthropomorphic dinosaur characters, the game is centered around Vvorm or Worm drama band members as they venture through the highs and lows of their final year as Volcano High seniors. Its main protagonist, Fang, is non-binary and uses singular they/them pronouns. Flak, Borderlands 3. Voiced by Sungwon Cho, the character Flak was confirmed non-binary before the game's release. As an emergent AI who has recently become self-aware and is on a journey of self-discovery, Flak is referred to as singular they/them pronouns in the game. They also wear a non-binary pride flag pin. Next is Fluffy Fizzlebean from Bugsnax. When Young Horses released Bugsnax last year, they introduced their first major non-binary representation with gastroentomologist and resident of Snacksburg, Fluffy Fizzlebean. Referred to with they/them pronouns and by other characters as their sibling, Bugsnax developers Sage Kofi confirmed via Twitter they intend to be non-binary representation. And then the last one on the list is Frisk from Undertale. As the main protagonist of Undertale, Frisk is the first and only non-binary character in the game. In an interview back in 2015, W. Fox confirmed that Frisk is non-binary and even referred to exclusively with they/them pronouns in the game's dialogue.
So, do you just say even referred to her as they/them? Is that what the article said?
No.
Oh, whatever.
I
thought that was what. Never mind. Did you know about that one then? Did you play Undertale?
I didn't know that he did it in an interview, but I knew that because Frisk and Chara have very specific colour patterns on their shirts, so I had the feeling that it was, yeah.
Ganon was a lot easier to do than... I say that, you might have to do it now. Yeah, you did.
Yeah. No, the article didn't say her, it just referred to exclusively with they/them pronouns.
No.
So there you go.
I thought you'd said that. So. Ooh! Naughty art.
Well, I think if they were writing an article specifically about non-binary characters, they would be very sure not to make that mistake.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so you did Hyrule's Greatest Warrior. And you get, you get the good outfit. Classic Link outfit. Cool. Alright.
What's next? You said
What
there was another
is
one,
next
didn't you?
indeed?
There's another
Well,
one.
again, the challenges...
Oh, I've got to be Mithra.
You gotta be what?
Myth.
Mifa.
Myth. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we call it Mifa, but yeah, they say Mifa.
Mithra.
Paramithra, yeah.
I think I said Mithra instead of Mithra. Mifa!
Ding,
I
ding,
don't know
ding.
which one it is.